Hello, welcome to my first Void Droid video that is not a tutorial. Today we're just gonna have some fun. I'm gonna list off 5 people who I think are deserving of a user spotlight. I'm only gonna put a few developers because I think Brick Hill should open up the user spotlight to other things instead of just builders and scripters, so yeah. Anyway, let's go. So first off, Numi. I know I said I was only gonna put a few developers as possible, but I start off with one. Whatever. If there's any developer, but more specifically a builder that deserves a spotlight, I think it's Numi. If you've seen Numi's builds, you would definitely agree with me. Numi creates very detailed builds that just look nice and cozy, however you want to describe it. Here's an example. This cafe. This is definitely my favorite build from Numi. It just looks so nice and it's just so detailed too, from the menu to the tilted chairs to the tips jar. I'm just going to put a few more examples of his builds on screen because, you know. Next up, Ender's Pearl 184. Yep, another developer. This time it's a scripter instead of a builder, but whatever. Ender's Pearl is very similar to Noah Coolboy, who has a user spotlight and more recently joined the staff team. If I'm being 100% honest, I think Ender's Pearl is the most likely user to get a user spotlight out of anyone on this list. No offense to the other people, literally everybody I list here is absolutely amazing at what they do, but here's why. There's a lot of builders on Brick Hill, but there aren't many scripters on Brick Hill. Not only are there not many scripters on Brick Hill, but there aren't many good ones. Ender's Pearl just happens to be one of those good ones. First of all, he created Roblox Connector, which is a Roblox to Brick Hill client converter, which is literally just so cool. And secondly, he created a bunch of games. Those games being Tower of Account Age, Build Plots, and Build to Survive the Zombies, games you may have heard of. After him, I have Tommy the Rock, who has been on Brick Hill for a long time, joining the site in 2017. However, it wasn't until recently that he really started doing things that I think makes him deserving of a user spotlight. Tommy is one of those people on this list that probably won't get it soon, but if they continue what they're doing, they're a lock to get it at some point. There's 2 things that Tommy does, one of which is game development, like he's a pretty decent builder and his games are really cool, but the thing I think is really cool that he does is create renders. Like if Max quit Brick Hill in the next few months or just resigned or whatever, I think Tommy would be a genuinely good replacement for him. Now, I don't think anyone could ever replace Max or ever be as good as him, but Tommy's pretty close and he can create really cool renders. If he doesn't get a user spotlight, don't be surprised if he appears on the staff team as a social media representative soon. Next up, Blocky. If you've played Brick Hill for 2 days, you probably know who Blocky is. He's one of the most well-known users on the platform, joining Brick Hill during their beta stages in 2017. Anyway, popularity doesn't get you a user spotlight, so enough about that. I think Blocky deserves a spotlight because of his dedication for Brick Hill YouTube. It's not often that you'll see YouTubers, more specifically Brick Hill YouTubers, be active or even last as long as he has. But Blocky is a pretty dedicated man who likes to live stream Brick Hill. Part of the dedication, before I get into the live streaming, is his series that he does where he places a brick down every day that passes where a new custom item has not released. Also, Brickcast, if you remember that, it lasted like 3 or 4 episodes, but like hopefully it comes back soon. He was part of that too. Definitely hope he comes back though. But anyway, about the live streams, you've seen a lot of Brick Hill YouTubers, but have you seen a lot of Brick Hill live streamers? Blocky has also sort of cemented himself in the community by just being a nice person. He didn't just get Brick Saint for free, you know. Next up, I have Lucas J. Out of everybody here, he's close to being the one who I think deserves it the most. You may know Lucas J as he composed both the Winter Wonderland Brick Hill soundtrack, which a lot of people seem to like, as well as the Brick Hill Egg Hunt 2022 theme song, which also a lot of people seem to like. Lucas also, while rare, creates pretty cool YouTube videos. He also happens to be the 4th largest active Brick Hill YouTube channel, so that's always cool. Anyway, what makes this pick an interesting one is that Lucas is not a developer, similarly to Blocky. If you look at all 7 of the past user spotlights, every single one is a developer. I feel like picking Lucas J as the next spotlight, once again similarly to Blocky, would be good for a lot of reasons. One of those reasons would be because it lets users know that truly anybody has a chance to get a user spotlight, not just developers. I think Brickhill opening user spotlights to users that aren't just developers is most definitely inevitable if it continues, as there's only a number of developers, let alone really good developers, on the site. Anyway, just one more. Don't click off yet. I lied about the whole 5 users thing. I'm putting in one more, but I'm keeping the title as 5 because it looks better to me. Anyway, the 6th person I think is deserving of a user spotlight is Dargi. Dargi, or Dragonism as you may have known him in the past, isn't necessarily a solo game developer as you'll see when you go to his profile, but he's a scripter that has helped with some games. I'm just going to use the Espresso as an example because, best game on Brickhill, Anyway, I feel like once Dargi is like Ender's Pearl or Noah Coolboy and he starts creating games, or maybe even extensions, he'll be a lock for a user spotlight. But anyway, that's the end of this Avoid Droid video. If you think I sound familiar, it's probably because I do, as I am Sir Steven. You're watching my second channel where I post videos that probably wouldn't fit with the current content I upload on my main channel, but that's all I have to say, so peace out everybody.